interesting anymore. Have you Lord today?
What?
Oh, nothing. Kyle's message. Have you Lord today?
Yeah. Did you get your lore on? Have you Lord? If not, come on by.
Back in here.
For the Emperor!
For the Emperor! Holy fuck, Cicero, 3 months! God damn, thank you for the
goddamn.
sub.
Fucking Christ!
How you doing today, Cicero?
For the Emperor.
Blessed be him on earth.
Had some time to paint some minis, drink some beer, eat some fucking delicious cookies.
You know, food sounds good. I haven't eaten.
I don't feel like we're gonna want to eat after this one.
I don't think so either.
You're gonna lose that appetite real fast.
So grab your snacks now, ladies and gentlemen.
So, Kyle, how many shots would you make? How many shots would you take for every unpaid miniature?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Um,
Are we counting, like, it has to be completely finished, or does spraying count, like priming?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm already looking at probably about 100 shots just in front of me on the shelf. And that's not counting what's behind me on the rack or inside the other shelf.
I
Kyle,
don't.
start drinking.
I think that's alcohol poisoning, gentlemen. Is what I'm just gonna say.
All right, Bob. How about you? How many unpaid miniatures?
I'm just gonna go with alcohol poisoning and change the subject.
Yeah.
So yes. Cicero, how many shots?
Glad I've already eaten my snacks. Yes, very good.
All right, Cicero, how many shots are you taking in that pile of shame you have too?
Oh, God. Does it also count if they're not built?
Yes.
Okay.
We
That's
did not
worse.
use shots here. We use glasses.
Very nice.
You see, I think I'm only going to have to take about 20 shots?
How many miles do you have total? Is the question, though.
Yes. Well, I got one right in front of me, a Gorkanaut. It's not even finished, built.
That's like something me and you started building way back when I first got into Warhammer, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, we were building together, then I just completely like, hey, Mechanicus.
I just remember you like, I put the leg on backwards. That's okay,
Yep.
it's orc.
No, we put it on backwards, put it on sideways, and we're just like, fuck, it's an orc, it works.
I don't know how we managed it, but we did it.
Yes.
Oh, it's funny.
But again, it was orcs, so it was perfectly fine. Your round's not bad. I need to take a shot for each mini. Vehicles and stuff still count as one. I think a gallon would be a good choice.
Straight up gallon.
Probably a gallon of alcohol.
Well, let's go with the amount that Capone brought over in every shipment, and we'll go with that answer.
All
Eat,
right.
baby.
It is time. Oh, I'm not excited about this.
What? Why are you excited, Kyle?
Painting Harlequins.
Aw.
I don't know why Bao went from being Orc Boy to Harlequin Boy.
I don't know.
But he did. Here we are. Good news is the leader I'm going to do first. He decided that there's no checkers on the leader, so I'm okay with this. But the rest will be. Harlequins.
Harlequins.
Yeah, I don't know what got into him, but he wanted Harlequins. I'm like, okay.
Checkers are going to be on the next miniature.
Not on the commander.
Yeah, apparently there's no checks on the leader, but the rest of them will have the check marks on them. And apparently they just kind of go up. It looks like, from what he wants, it's like one or they go up the leg, and then the tails have all checkers on them. The rest is not what the paint scheme he wants. Will you do all the checkers and stuff? Yes, I am.
This is the #1 reason I will never consider this army.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt doing all the checkerboards on here. The only what else is worse is like what Lamenters got the checkers. These guys got the checkers. Who else has the checkers? Don't the Goths got checkers? The Orcs?
The Orcs, yeah, the Goths got checkers, and also the Lamenters.
Yeah, I remember Lamenters got checkers.
Saddest of sad boys.
Yes.
The extra Depresso boys. All right, Kyle, are you ready for your quote?
The quote.
Yes.
We kind of already know the faction, but let's hear the quote.
Let's see if you can guess who said this. Pain is an illusion of the senses. Fear an illusion of the mind. Beyond these, only death awaits as silent judge over all.
That's the full quote?
That's the full quote.
I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm just going to guess just because it's you, and you picked the quote. Fabius Bile.
No.
I want to say that's either Mortarion or Typhon.
And that is Mortarion himself.
Yep, I was wrong.
I was gonna say it didn't have enough praise to dark powers, so it was. I couldn't think it was a Typhon yet.
I just know he's got a thing for Fabius Bile, so that's why I threw that out there.
Well, yes, but also no.
You forgot to fart at the end.
See, the only reason I like Fabius Bile, I don't really know too much about Fabius Bile. I only ever pick him because I'm a mad doctor in Borrowed Trauma.
Yes, you are.
I only cyanide poisoned to one person so far.
So far, he says.
Let's forget about the time I tried locking Bob into the brig and took away his headset.
Yeah, why the medical officer gets control to the brig, I have no idea. Imperium ships confuse me.
Or was. And then to quote Alan, how the fuck are you still talking on the radio? It's built into my helmet, stupid.
Oh yeah, that's right. You try to take his headset away.
Sadly,
I was like, okay, well, note for next time.
And now I don't have my helmet.
Why's my helmet gone?
I don't
worry,
know.
Bob. I have a paralysis ready for you.
We left that body in the ruins.
Yeah, I also lost my body too.
You lost your body, but not your backpack.
No, my backpack's gone too.
Nope, your backpack's in my armory because I grabbed yours instead of mine when I went down there.
Fabius
good,
is
because
a
that's where
happy
my
daddy.
fucking medical
Oh,
supplies
God.
is.
Oh, fuck off, Alan. Mister, I have 92 cases of anti-parasitic.
How many office? I use those a lot. Because you always get fucking affected by us.
Yes, we have a Borrowed Trauma game that we play every Sunday with a couple of friends, and we have Warhammer mods, and that's where this is all coming from.
Yeah, well, we've done a few episodes on this.
We've played Borrowed Trauma a couple times, but we did the Warhammer 40k mod once on there, I think.
Under the sea.
Okay, well, anyways, back to this. Yeah, but yes, we are doing an episode on the Stinky Lord today, Mortarion, known as the Child of Death, the Pale King, the Lord of Death,
The smelly boy.
the Champion of Nurgle.
Champion of Nurgle.
So, Mortarion started off as all other Primarchs. He was created by the Emperor, and then Zinch said, "Yeet us, feed us, to delete us," and threw them all into the warp. From there, all the Primarchs went certain places. Alfarius landed back on Terra, and Mortarion landed in Barbarous. I had to put it in there just to fuck with Bob.
I'm going to enjoy throwing you in that fucking cube.
That book is canon!
Even the quote Alfarius, everything said here is a lie.
No, and then also you forget at the end, I'm Alfarius, and this is also a lie. You never know whether he's lying or not.
He's a shit poster. He was lying the whole time. Move on.
Fucking warp abomination of a goddamn space marine. You can never take. Yeah, some of those things have to be true. The best lie is always in the truth.
Listen, you legless mechanical drone. Get on with it.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Well, hello there, Freak Show _ TTV. You guys ever watch what was that? WH Tunes on YouTube?
Send you a link to the Nurgle Attack episode.
Yeah, I don't. On Warhammer Tunes on YouTube. I don't think I've seen anything about a Nurgle Attack.
I never seen that either. I
Yes,
like to see that.
Yeah, send that link in there. I'll check it out. Huh.
Okay. So, anyways, back to this. After the goddamn warp battery decided to say fuck you. So, Mortarion got yeeted into Barbarous. So, so Freak Show, not bad. I just learned how to do blood splatters on my Space Marines. Ooh. You know how to do that yet, Kyle?
I tried to do some effects here and there. They never come out too good.
So, when he landed, he landed over in a planet known as Barbarous. So Barbarous is actually kind of special. It was actually a more or less feral world. The main technology there was all like steampunky. So like steam power was the most advanced thing they had back there.
If you were to Xeno.
Yeah, and if you weren't a Xenos. And then the planet was split into two castes. There were the humans and the necromancers, who were the overlords.
Necromancers.
Yes, they used warp powers to literally bring back the dead and make a zombie army.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so it's like we're fighting a goddamn dark tide, but just imagine that raised by a fucking psyker.
By a lot of them.
Ah, very wonderful.
You thought one demon host was bad? How about 20?
Yay!
Bob's gonna turn into an extra.
So use a Japanese knife to cut the parts from the sprue. Edge towards the fingers. Yeah, I suppose that would really work well. Ow!
That works.
Using a straw, get blood color paint on the brush and blow the paint forward the figure until it's basically because it is blood splatter being blown. The person kind of like, yeah, I can see that. They're working out pretty good. That's what they say. That's hard is like making stuff like making it look random, like it randomizing it, making it look like it happened. I can't remember who I heard that from, but then like that's one of the hardest things to do is like whenever like hey, you're laying down anything, you're trying to make it look just like natural. It's apparently that's one of the harder things to do, and blowing it through a straw would work pretty good. Can't control that too well. Nice. Well, we'll have to check it out sometime. We should hop into the Discord and put it in our mini showcase page.
Yeah, we have a little Discord that we have a page where we like to show off our minis. Cicero, he's popped in a ton of minis that all look amazing. I'll say if you want to join the Discord, show off some of your minis. We would love to have you on there.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
There she be.
Oh, so anyway, back to about Mortarion. So Mortarion was actually found in one of the peaks. So I forgot to mention, by the way. So the Barbarous had like valleys and plains that pretty normal, but on top of the high peaks, like the many mountains in there, is actually a poison fog. And the further up you go, the more thick the poison. And Mortarion was found on a battlefield between that where two overlords fought, surrounded by corpses, a crying infant baby. The High Overlord found him. I forgot what was his name? Nekrak or something like that.
Yeah.
Nekar of Barbarous. That was his name.
Yes, that fucker.
That's like his adoptive father, like how the other ones all had one.
Yes, and he was
Yep.
known as the High Overlord of Barbarous, like the top necromancer.
I always notice how it's always like the big boys that get them.
Leech. Lich. Whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah, the Lich.
I just got into Warhammer like a week ago. Bought a combat patrol box. I like to paint plane models, so I kind of use the same techniques. Hey, if it works, it works. I got into it about a year and a half ago and just started to start painting stuff, and never was really into figurine painting until now. And thanks to these two losers I hang out with.
Hey, you're welcome,
Neds.
pal. Love you too, brother.
Oh, you know it.
So, all right. So, anyways, like I said, Mortarion was found surrounded by corpses, and then Nekrar then gave him the name Mortarion, which was known as which is High Gothic for Child of Death. And he took him, and he decided to do something. That's kind of twisted and demented.
Oh,
He
of
took
course.
the baby and carried him up the mountain. Went as high as he could till the baby started choking and dying of the poison. Then he built him a fortress at the very limit of what he could survive at. And then he moved up into his own fortress. So no, separated from Mortarion, he started to raise the child in his own image. That nothing, that everything is trust no one. Humans are slaves. And it all, pretty much all the evil shit you can think of.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of want to see this mini that he was talking.
I'm heading to it also.
Ooh.
Put butter on your Pop-Tarts. That kind of evil shit, Alan.
That kind of evil shit. Yes. I actually like it.
Butter on
It looks pretty
Pop-Tarts?
cool.
Oh, I see what you mean with the blood effect thing.
Yeah, I can see that. That's pretty cool. I like that.
That's good. So like the smoke effects and all that, looks good. But of course, Bob's favorite, Ultramarine.
It's not an ultramarine, you dolt.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about? It's
so,
blue.
Hey, Freak Show.
I
My
thought that. Oh, that
my
is an
girlfriend
ultramarine.
got me like a.
Ha
I can't remember the name of it. Shit. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. She bought me like a set of brushes. I can't remember the name of it.
I have you know what? The canister doesn't actually have the name on it.
Oh,
I have-
yeah. So we have the same canister.
I got the canister here in my hands, but they don't have the name on the canister. The name's on the top, but I don't have the top anymore. I lost it.
I lost mine too. I don't know where it is. But it's like a set of like brushes. It had like 50 brushes in there, all different types. Really great.
I literally been going to my hobby shop and like they have like the dollar brushes there, like the little ones like this. Like I got this here, these white ones. I got these red ones here. Like this one's a 3/0. I got the zeros. I mean, you get it for a couple bucks here and there. I tried to buy the fancy brushes and I realized I destroy them too much to buy fancy brushes, so I started buying cheaper brushes.
We all know this pain.
Yeah, so I wouldn't spend a lot of money on a really expensive brush set unless you're really gonna take care of it, which I used to, and not so much.
And then he had kids.
Yeah, my paintbrushes don't last very long.
Alright. Yeah, those magnifying glasses work really well too. I think Kyle has a magnifying glass and a light mix, right?
Yeah, I got a magnifying lamp. That's what if I stretch this guy over, like so, and then I push my button, I can get my hand in here. I can get my hand in here, and then it's got a light on there. Change different shades, different types. Just something I picked up off of Amazon. Nothing fancy. But I got it hooked to my desk, and then I can just kind of move it around as I need. I've tried using it here and there, and I found it actually hinders me more than helps. I think it's because I have really bad depth perception. For things like dry brush or base dry brush layers, so $1 brush from artist shops. Yeah. Oh, another thing I also use for dry brushing is makeup brushes, Because you get a pack of makeup brushes, like a huge pack of them, like all these. I even have even more for dry brushing. And makeup brushes got the real fine bristles. You get them in there real good. Literally like a big old pack of them for like $5. So.
I was thinking, Kyle, one day you should just do like a fucking like a paint tutorial thing.
I actually am working on one, and it's been in the works for 2 months. I just haven't had the time to actually like do it. I have half of it done on my Lynch guard I'm painting.
I told my girl she wants to keep getting on my nerves. I'm gonna use her brushes to paint my stuff.
Yeah, well, it is possible if you want a dry brush. I actually did that yesterday. I dry brushed my little gunner here with silver using that method.
So I want to let's get back to this.
Back to
lore.
Mortarion.
Back to Mortarion. Yeah. So yeah, and then so but yeah, Mortarion was like his own citadel, and he was trained by Nakar to be evil. And it all changed because Mortarion pretty much he's a Primarch. He learned everything from battle doctrines, arcane secrets, like even like the tools that he was supposed to learn. He learned it all really quickly. But Mortarion and every Primarch is still one thing. They are still human. They have that innate humanity still in them. So he was very curious about the slaves down in the bottom of the down the bottom of the valley. But his foster father would never let him go down and learn. So finally, Mortarion said, "Fuck it," and he killed his guards and went down to the valley. Sorry. Speaking of fucking Nurgle got his fucking claws in me again.
I'm gonna use shell casings for the model to put on the floor of the base. That's slick. Add some shell casings. In fact, don't buy modeler stuff. For example, a magnifier for light and 2 holders from a model making company costs $25. One from Tool Shop is $5. Works the same. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the model stuff. Yeah, it costs a lot. Some stuff will be a lot more when you can just go out and get like basic stuff from nature. Or, like Sister was saying there, like you could get something from that's totally used for something different for the same way and find it a lot cheaper. So it's just gotta look around. Oh, price stuff out, I suppose.
This action.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm half focusing.
For the Emperor!
I'm playing my first Warhammer game this weekend. Ooh!
Oh, nice.
Oh, glad you're following. Crap, now I'm only 5 away from getting put in the cube. Shit.
Yes, thanks for the follow. 5 more and you're in the cube. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Just you wait, motherfucker. We're going to talk about everything I possibly can. We're going to be talking about the deep lore of the Mechanicus.
Well, I finally learned about their god, the Void Dragon?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so, those of you who don't know, we have this, up at the top, we have a follower goal. One time, I think, how many followers was it, 50?
It was 50 to put Bob in. And we got there.
And we went over first edition lore, and then I went on a spiel about Robute Gilliman, and I've used every one of his names.
Yeah, you used every possible name for Gilliman that you could.
That was fucking hilarious.
Which was great. You had me going.
My favorite episode.
It was my favorite episode.
I love how, like, halfway through, Kyle just gave up painting and just sat there laughing.
I mean, I had to.
I was at work and everybody's just staring at me like, why is he laughing his ass off like that?
Oh, what army you gonna be playing as? What you got a full set of Space Marines? I'm excited to play a 2,000 point game with my Necrons. I don't have all 2,000 points built yet, but I am really close, and I have only half of what's built painted.
And we also came up with total, I think, what was like almost fucking $3,000 for me to get my.
It's like close to $3,000 for you to get all your Mechanicus. But that's like I said, that's if you go off of Games Workshop website, which I would definitely not do, and go to an actual like hobby shop and get them. You can always get a lot cheaper at a hobby shop. There's other ways to get minis than actually GW. I learned that the hard way.
About AdMech, I'm currently reading Votan lore, and I say if AdMech found out about the spice stuff, about the kin, they'll logically say, yeah. If AdMech ever finds out about the kin, it's just going to be straight exterminatus every world.
Oh, they're going to make an attempt.
The Photon? Oh, yeah, with their AI? Oh, boy. I'm going to end up going soon. Gotta jump out a plane in a couple of hours. Oh, shit. And I only bought an 18 minifigure Space Marines with a tank. I think if you got the Combat Patrol box, that I got that for my son, and he got the Space Marines. He also made his Ultramarines, and yeah, no, that's a good way to start because the Combat Patrols are supposed to be 500 points right out the box, so you could do like a 500 point game.
Yeah, and also I recommend doing a 500 point game for your first because it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
because
there's a lot to take in.
Me and Kyle did a 2,000 point for our first one. We only made like 4 moves in. We only did two rounds in 4 hours.
2 rounds in 4 hours because we were learning. It was our first game. We did a 2,000 point game. It was not a smart idea.
You guys do understand that's apocalypse scaled, right? Right?
It was crazy.
You set entire weeks apart for this shit.
So why would you jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Just curiosity.
Shits and giggles.
But imagine a Voton is basically an STCX Wikipedia. Many bagels would lubricate it after plugging into it instantly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lubricate, he says. Primed it all with the blue. Yeah.
Here, we see a high-ranking magus of the Fort World soaking his macadamia in holy oils.
Airborne.
The holiest of oils.
When in doubt, throw trained officer or specially trained infantrymen out of a perfectly working airplane, and problems tend to stop being problems. It's that simple.
Yeah, we play another game, Company Heroes, and Bob is a real big fan of the airport in that game.
You're goddamn right.
That's why he gets really mad we spin the wheel and he don't get to be it.
No,
I jumped out of more airplanes than landed inside of them. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fucking what? I'm sorry, what? What the fuck?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You have balls of steel because I would never jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
I mean, I'd jump out of a plane. However, you're not going to get me to jump out of an airplane to land into another airplane. That's where I'm going to draw the line.
Alan, you Pete, sits to the alert. Yeah, but I'm a Necron player. Alan is AdMech / Death Guard. Bob is Ultramarines, and he has you have some guard, right, Bob? As some custodies.
Yeah, I got a platoon of guardsmen, a Talons of the Emperor set, and I have a bunch of 30k models that I can't bring to regular games.
We've been playing Kill Team because it's kind of easier to get our buddies in the Kill Team. And for Kill Team, I've decided to pick up the Lucian Starstriders. So I started painting this little guy. So that's my new Kill Team. I think Alan's going to stick with Death Guard, maybe go back to AdMech. Because they kind of... there's a new... In the new Kill Team book, Alan, there is a new AdMech Kill Team you can make. They reamped the AdMech Kill Team.
Oh, God. Freak show. That's fucking terrifying.
Take a look at her.
I want to do that.
Let's see here. Consider adding a solver to your RV Freak show. I posted a vid of a jump from a while back.
That sounds like a rough landing.
Oh boy. Oh,
Wait, you
did
said
he
you
put
posted
you
the
got
video?
one in there? I'll have to check that out later here.
Yeah, I just watched that. That sounded like a rough landing.
Assault Marines. What are Assault Marines?
Assault Marines are pretty much Marines with jetpacks.
Oh, those are the jetpack boys?
Yes.
Jump packs. There's a major difference.
Oh, okay. Those are the jump pack boys. The only ones I know of are the suppressor ones, because that's what my son has.
Oh, what's that guard army that has that's literally the paratroopers?
There's two of them.
Elysian shock troops.
There's Elysium Shock Tomb and Harlequin Warhawk.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I know the Elysians. Yeah, the Elysian. I think the Elysians are literally they're guardsmen.
They're paratrooper guardsmen?
Yeah,
Oh,
Elysian Drop Troop.
Drop troops. Okay.
Drop troops. Yes.
Huh.
And
I'm thinking about getting into the guard. I told Kevin today. Kevin was talking about wanting to like get to the sisters because he likes how crazy and like zealot they are. So I told Kevin, I said I'll sell you my sister so I can pick up guard.
Yeah, a freak show. It was very painful. That jump, I dislocated my ankle and thumb. I popped them both from back place into DZ.
Oh Jesus!
Ooh Jesus! Oof!
Oh
Here,
my God! He drops. Oh, no big deal. Just snap. Oh, there we go. It's back in place. Fuck me.
Nah, I'm good now. Let's go.
All right, I'm good. Let's keep going. We got it. Oh Jesus!
All I can say is that. That's all I'm gonna say in that regard.
Oh man!
Oh fuck! I just cracked my back. Felt good. Ooh.
After we
Long
talk
day.
about popping thumbs and ankles back in place.
Yep. And then I just had to crack my back. The Adeline helps not to feel anything until later, and I've also broken my tailbone too.
I can imagine breaking a tailbone if you land on that wrong.
Why do I already-
would have been in my mind.
Why do I already have the feeling I know what your medic said to you? You just need to drink some more water and change your socks.
Oh, you need to change. Oh, you dislocated your ankle thumb. Here's some water. Oh, and here's some.
First words I'd have on
Also
my
need to
mind,
change your socks,
medic. Oh God.
You know, I completely forgot where I was at. We went to a long tangent, talk about Protect My Freak Show. I kind of forgot where I was at.
I remember you talking about how he built a
He just started talking about. You just went into the detail about how all the Primarchs over that one pesky detail. They are human.
He wants to check out the human slaves.
Oh yeah, and also Freak Show. I would really hope they gave you morphine.
Fuck you. Your doc was very nice to you.
That's why I'm always friends with Doc, Bob.
Most docs don't try to poison you with fentanyl, Alan.
I haven't done it with fentanyl. It was morphine. There's a difference. All right. Anyways, sorry. After that's a tangent. I need to get back onto the show. So, by the way, Freak Show, if you ever do come watch us again, we literally had tangents for days.
Yeah, we're always jumping on tangents. This is a normal thing for us.
What was that one episode we did? Didn't we we went on a tangent for like an hour?
It was like a half of the show was just one big tangent. It wasn't even a show.
Yeah, we were talking. What was it? Were we talking about the Ultramarines? We're just fucking.
Oh no, it was a Krieg. It was a Krieg. Yeah, it was a Krieg. We talked.
We had to put the Krieg in 2 episodes because of something like that.
Art of War. Focus of a cave troll. Yeah. Hey, actually, no. Be nice to the cave troll. They have more focus than us. I mean, hell, we were just talking about focusing on the show. Then we got to another tangent because we're talking about tangents. So what are we buying that night? Tangent jar is already full again.
Hey, I'm looking at the tangent money, and I promise you, if we keep going on like this, I'll have a warlord by the end of the year.
By the end of the year, oh god, you give us way too much. You don't give us enough credit. We'll definitely have to watch it after the show. Because unfortunately, we do have to get back to it. Freak show. Sorry.
Goddamn right.
You got
Another video in general.
You definitely need to talk to us about how that went. I definitely want to hear about it.
Yeah, we definitely want to hear more about like the games and stuff because we do a lot of the lore stuff, but we're also interested in playing the games, and we haven't got much in there except for the kill team mostly.
Hopefully, I know it says before, but hopefully soon my financial situation might be a little bit better. I do plan on I want to go to the hobby shop. I need to put a detailed list of like how much it's going to be, and then I'm going to start slowly saving up money for it. Cause I want to get my mechanic team. Because last time we did it on Tabletop Simulator. I actually held my own against the Necrons.
So I already know what the quality of the Forge World shit is. Believe me, I have a Mastodon.
Yeah, Bob is a very big believer in Forge World.
I love the Forge World models. I do. Invictari Cisternians.
I also stream on here with painting my Marines, but I got to work on my whole layout to make it look interesting. Oh, what type of layout do you use, Kyle?
Layout as in...
For like the whole screen. Freak Show wants to know.
Oh, like for like...
like a good one.
Oh, for the layout I use for the stream?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember what it's called, but I use Streamlabs, and I was able to buy a pre-done thing by oh god, I can't remember what company. It's like Owned TV or something. I bought like a pack for like $40. You get like all the screens, pre-made screens. So they got like the little follow and subscribes things, but then like the follower goal was a widget, and then I have the event list. I have our 3 pictures. If we're gone, I can turn these off. Like, say, Cozy Bob's not here, I can turn his little picture off. Which hopefully these will be redone by our channel artist soon. I have the meme slider up here, so like any memes that people put in the meme time, I'll slowly add them to this meme slider. So like it's just constant memes. And then we have a Dubby sponsorship, so I have my Dubby girl here that also the chat box is over. And then every 5 minutes, a little Dubby thing pops up to do that. But yeah, Streamlabs is what I use. And then I think Owned.tv is the company that sells like the pre-made layouts. So like when I do my BR, like the comeback screen, the start screen, the end screen, are all pre-made. Because I cannot make my own. I am not talented.
Also, yeah, if you want to, go ahead and shout out your show on here. We'll definitely love to watch, see what you paint one day.
Have you been streaming recently and start getting anything like clips or anything like that done up? Or is this something you just started doing here with the channel? Because that's what we did. Like, it's a little bit a year. We just started doing stuff here with the channel. What was it? Just over a year we started doing this?
Yeah, just over a year.
Just a little paint lore show.
Oh, don't.
I didn't even think about checking Etsy for stream stuff. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I've played War Thunder before. Yeah, okay. War Thunder was fun. I had fun with that. We did the plain version. Cause I remember our buddy Steve being big into that.
Oh yeah, he does every now and again.
War Thunder, yeah, I'm real big into it. I didn't play too much, but I did enjoy it.
Okay, so
I gotta do the inside.
Unfortunately, I do gotta get back to this. It's already been over 40 minutes, and I barely started.
5,000 hours. God damn.
God damn. That's like me with fucking.
Roll over Soviets with my leopard. Oi, man. Whew. That's like our dad on fucking World of Warships and World of Tanks.
Oh, no. Skyrim.
Well, he was Skyrim before that.
I gotta see something. I don't even think I have 5,000 hours in fucking Vegas, and I've been playing that since it came out.
I gotta check my shame now.
Everybody's checking their hours now. 20k battles in World of Warships. I do like World of Warships. That's a fun game.
I have 1,500 hours. There is hope for me yet, gentlemen. There is hope for me yet.
The highest amount of hours I have is Stellaris. I have 1.5 hours. 1.5 thousand hours.
Why does that not surprise me with you, Stellaris?
Season 5, however, I have about 2,000. Oh. All right. So, anyways, again, sorry. Back to this. Okay, I got this.
Ankle.
Huh?
Context ankle.
Contest ankle. Oh, what? Oh, 8,000. Oh, never mind. 8,000 hours. Oh, Jesus Christ.
8,000 hours. Jesus. Oh wait, there's more.
So Mortarion, yeah, he wanted to see what the people down in the valley. So he kills his guards, and he goes down and he meets with the people. Unfortunately, though, nobody really accepted him in this village he found. Mainly because he's an 8-foot tall, pale man with literally like fucking ghost white skin and no hair. I'll go ahead and I can shameless just in general, I'm going to post a picture of Mortarion. Yeah, so that was Mortarion when he left and he went to the village. He literally just became a farmer.
He went down there and just became a farmer?
Yes, he just started farming.
He's like, I'm gonna farm things.
Yeah, so in the Discord, I put a picture of him. In GIF.
Shameless plug.
He just started, just chilling out, just learned about, he went there and learned about
McMorty had a farm.
Oh, McMorty had a farm. E-I-E-I-C.
E-I-E-I-U.
Well, but this all changed, though, when the village he was in suddenly got attacked by a different overlord, trying to grab the people and turn them into slaves. So, Mortarion did not take this happily. He grabbed his harvesting scythe and literally slaughtered all of the attackers. Not a single one left standing. Just all gone. This also had the effect of giving him a lot of praise and respect from the people. They no longer he was an outcast. They actually accepted him as part of the community, and he started to lead them. And also seeing this, Mortarion got a hint of defiance in him. It felt good to defy the overlords. It felt good to help the people, to go against them.
I was to say, I'm getting a real big Angron vibe out of this.
Yeah.
Except this is a true slave rebellion that worked.
Not really. The Emperor still had to come and save him in the end.
Shut. I will server meet you, Bob.
Spoilers.
This is my episode. So, Mortarion started to round up the people, and he turned this village into an actual town. People started to flock there because now there is a man who successfully repelled the overlords, and the village grew. He also turned other outlying villages into strong points, into castles. He started to train his men on how to fight and all that against the overlords. This is though like a feudal world, so they didn't exactly have a lot. They had probably muskets and swords and farming tools against overlords who had guns.
Fight the goddamn space spiders!
Yeah, they're fighting the space spiders, except now they're space zombies.
Oof.
And once again, what's the greatest line ever spoken by Sun Tzu? Better to be a army of donkeys led by a lion than an army of lions led by a donkey.
Yeah. Mortarion took everything he learned from his foster father and straight up just wrecked Overlord after Overlord after Overlord.
Robin Hood 40K edition.
Yeah, he straight up like climbed up them. He took the toughest troops he could find and gave them respirators. He gathered craftsmen and blacksmiths and started creating armor. He literally created fucking steampunk space marine armor. He created power armor.
He made
And gave it to
steam
his
armor.
troops. Yeah. And then they literally made them like SMF proof, and so they could climb up the mountains and fight the overlords. Eventually, though, after years of combat and conquering, only one mountain stood left, that of his foster father. The tallest and most poisonous mountain there is. Before the day of their victory, Mortarion took his troops and started having a grand old feast in his hall. We're about to be rid of the tyrants. And can you guess who showed up, Kyle?
Is this when Big E shows up?
Good old Big E. So Big E, I can't remember though. Was Big E camouflaged, or did he just show up just like, I'm here now?
He showed up in full plate.
Okay, yeah. So he showed up full plate, and Mortarion actually wasn't happy about this. Because the Emperor.
I don't mean the rain on the parade, but he didn't mind. He just basically went, "This is my fight, not yours."
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't happy because he's like, I want to do this. So the Emperor made a bet with Mortarion.
Yep.
He told Mortarion that if he can climb up that mountain and kill his foster father by himself, he will let Mortarion be. But if he fails, he has to join the Great Crusade. And Mortarion said, bet. And went right up that mountain. And proceeded to choke and almost die. Right at the gates. The armor he had around him...
crackling around him.
Yeah, the armor fell off, like rusted and fell off. He was on his knees, could fucking breathe, was slowly dying.
The damn armor fell off of him?
Oh, it rusted. It literally melted.
Damn.
Like, corroded.
I'd like to add some context to this, if I may. Let's remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Primarch.
Yeah,
and his
a Primarch.
And Primarch's lungs were failing at this height.
The poison was so thick and so horrible. Yeah, it literally corroded the armor off of him.
Damn.
His skin was blistering, and he was slowly dying. A Primarch at this height.
Well, one that's been forced to live on a very toxic world all his life, but still a fucking Primarch.
I'm pretty sure at this point he would be even more adapted to it than other Primarchs.
Well, adaptation means you have a time to recover. But I agree with you still.
And also, let me just tell you this point. It's actually physically scarred him too. He had actually.
Is that why he has to wear that respirator all the time?
Yes.
Yep. He always has that respirator on.
Yeah, because that's why he's wearing the respirator, because it literally the poison almost destroyed his lungs. So he has to wear that at all times to help him breathe.
Chernobyl vibes.
Oh, this is worse Chernobyl vibes. This is Chernobyl vibes on steroids. Radioactive steroids. So, as he's sitting there laying on the ground, slowly dying, his foster father comes out of the castle, holding a knife, wanting to kill him. And Big E, without a single mask on, wearing his armor that's not corroding, just fucking does the goddamn Rom strut over. you know that fucking meme?
Yep.
Walks over and just fucking decapitates him.
Now, I'd like to add some context between editions here. Sometimes it's depicted as the Emperor shows up without wearing any armor except his uniform. That black uniform, basically just to rub salt more into the wound.
Yeah, so thanks, Dad.
Yeah, there's no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't need no goddamn armor to protect me from this bullshit. Lindsay struts up.
Oh,
you didn't have to be a dick about it, Dad.
And then Mortarion, seeing that, says these words: "I will never forgive you." Fucking kills Field like a fucking dick. Yeah, and Mortarion was very, very salty.
For context, even in the heresy, everybody gives him shit for this hatred.
I think, though, yeah, it was a little bit fucked. It's like, okay, well, you were dying.
It's
You weren't going to win this. But
Listen,
Mortarion would rather have retreated, trained some more, and go back and do it himself, than having the Emperor come by and just do it himself.
But he wasn't going to get the chance to retreat.
Yeah, because it was like, go time now, bud. And he couldn't get it, so...
Mind you, little spoiler, this is a fucking Nurgle-enhanced semi-demon alien walking up on his boy. For once, we can call Biggie a bad dad in all regards. This is the one time Ebbs had the right idea of, okay, time to step in.
Also, this guy was somewhat Nurgle. We just didn't know about it.
It's hinted, though, that these were actually humans. Ancient humans who made a deal with Nurgle to be able to raise the dead.
That's why Ebbs was willing to go, fuck it, if you can kill him by yourself, son, do it.
Okay, that makes a little more sense then.
For once, we can say the Emperor wasn't a bad dad just to be a bad dad.
Yeah, he had to save his boy. Because he was going to die.
Well, I mean, if he was going to die and he steps in, then yes, I understand. That's just
It's just
Mortarion needs to swallow his fucking pride.
Yeah, it's Mortarion. Yeah, Mortarion was just too prideful to admit it. He thought he could escape, retrain himself, and go back again. But no, he couldn't.
Want to hear the best part is? Of all the Primarchs, to quote all of them, they say Mortarion carries the face of the Emperor. He inherits the most looks of the Emperor.
Oh,
Well,
really?
he's always hiding behind that mask because he literally fucking
Yep.
broke his lungs.
So he looks the most like the Emperor, but has to wear the mask.
Yeah, because his lungs are pretty much half-ass failed. He has to
Hey,
smoke a pot.
Citrinity's here. Hi! It's just Cyril going to sleep. I'm getting into smelly moo. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
Hi, Sierra.
I can do this. Hold on. I have a thing now. If I don't fuck it up. I think I did it right.
Wejścia tam w tą
Aha, it
głębinę,
works.
w te odbyty ciemne. Boże, nie odbyty, tylko te tunele. Widzicie?
I don't know what you're saying, but I got the shout-out to work.
Oh God, this.
Hello.
So, okay, where was I? Okay, yeah, so, Mortarion, yeah, he got saved by the Emperor. He hates the Emperor for it, and he's straight up fucking being a bitch. He is true to his oath, though. He does
Dark
go with the Emperor.
anuses.
Dark anus. Oh, okay.
Oh God. Okay.
Fucking what, mate?
I think we have our
Do I-
translator.
Do I need to get the stick?
Better call Slanesh.
Don't worry.
No.
Sierra's probably gonna get fucking smacked by. She's probably gonna smack her husband for this.
He's getting yelled at.
Oh, for like horror games. Okay, fair. I can kind of see why. It did look dark as fuck though. Oh my god, we have to show them one day. I really wish that we would have recorded our first time going into Dark Tide with the dark mission.
No.
Oh yeah, we first saw the demon guy, the demon
What
host.
the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was a fun time.
And also, the minute we go in there, it's like, oh my god, this is dark.
Like, why are all the lights off?
And I didn't bring a flashlight.
No, the guardsman didn't have a flashlight. We had to rely on the psyker.
We had to
a
rely on the
flashlight with a
psyker's
pistol.
little hand cannon.
And I got turned into a pretzel.
What?
Yes, multiple times.
I have found an accurate way of dealing with the demon host, though.
So
I
have
call
I.
it the chop method.
The chop method.
I have a power axe.
A power axe.
Literally, our idea was just to have them attack me while I have the shield up, and then everybody just fucking fire everything.
I like that. Yeah, what he said.
All right, so back to Mortarion. I want to try and finish this. I really want to finish this episode. Finish Mortarion by the end of the episode.
We'll see.
I don't want to pull a Bob and have to do 2 episodes on Gilliman.
I didn't do 2 episodes of Gilliman. I had to do 2 episodes of Blood Angels.
And also, to be fair, I do believe the Ultramarine episode lasted like 2.5 hours, also because of shenanigans.
Yeah, that I had to cut out half of the fucking Crusade era shit.
Also, yeah, I'm probably sure I'm just gonna glaze over the Crusades. So, okay, so Mortarion started to he went with the Emperor, true to his oath, and was actually as soon as he was healed, given his legion right away. The only time it took was literally for his lungs to finally stop breaking down and actually be able to breathe with the mask. And when meeting up with his legions, it is said that Mortarion said this: "You are my unbroken blades. You are the Death Guard. By your hand shall justice be delivered, and doom shall stalk 1,000 worlds." The Legion then changed their name in accordance with this decree, and Mortarion's words were engraved above the airlock door of his battle barge, the Reaper's Scythe, in honor of that moment. So the Dust Raiders were no more; they were now the Death Guard.
It was also engraved upon another location. The primary embarkation deck of his conventional flagship, the Endurance.
The Endurance. Oh.
His Gloriana-class battleship.
So also the first beginning of his troops were all Terranborn, but after time, almost all of the Legion's neophytes, the trainees, were actually taken from Barbarous. And the Terranborns didn't like this very much, and Mortarion didn't really care too much about the Terranborn, Death Guard. He really only cared about his men from Barbarous, because these are the guys he fought for years with. He knows them the best. And as the war went on, his doctrine was pretty much this: relentless assault. They will never stop. They will keep going, no matter the location, no matter the terrain, no matter the enemy's strength. They are going to just go.
The quote, Gilliman, where is my brother who said he could endure any pain, carry any suffering, break any foe?
And he really did.
Oh, Mortarion's men. I generally believe Mortarion's gene seed was incredibly hardy shit, because they had very few dreadnoughts in the Legion, and they had a lot of old veterans.
Because they were literally, you could fucking take a Death Guard and shoot him with a fucking rocket launcher.
He'd find a way to come out of it.
Yeah, he'll probably survive that.
And just look at you like, now it's going up your ass.
I'm gonna take that fucking tube and it's going somewhere where you won't like it. It's gonna go up. It's really gonna go up a dark anus. Yeah, so they are very, very hardy folk. It's also said that Horus loved fighting with the Death Guard, too.
He didn't like fighting with Mortarion.
They like fighting with Mortarion, but they like fighting with the Death Guard.
Because
I think if I can find this quote.
Just didn't like Mortarion himself?
Mortarion's hard to get along with.
He's sort of like little angsty.
Oh, he's salty?
Like, he is basically, woe is me. I have to serve the Emperor.
Oh, okay.
He is a very, very salty motherfucker.
But Mortarion believed that victory in battle came through sheer resilience, and Horus, who used the strengths and weaknesses of different legions to create the most efficient fighting force possible, used his legion in coordination with Mortarion frequently. Mortarion and Death Guard would draw out the enemy and tire them down, and then the Luna Wolves would strike. This combat tactic worked brilliantly, and Mortarion grew close to Horus. He also really only got along with two people. Horus, obviously, and Conrad Curse.
That's a bad sign if you've ever seen it.
If he gets okay with Conrad, oh god.
Those were his two brothers he got along with the most. Yeah. Some Primarchs, like Rabute, feared that Mortarion was actually more loyal to Horus than he was to the Emperor. However, at the time, the Emperor claimed that loyalty to Horus was de facto loyalty to himself. And I love how the wiki even puts this. Events would prove the Emperor sorely mistaken. Yeah.
Well, obviously, because we kind of know what goes down the road from that.
So, also, as the war goes on, he also was very anti-psyker.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you had a bunch of like necromancers who basically kind of seemed like they did psychic fuckery, you probably wouldn't like that shit.
Yeah, so he also did not like Magnus, obviously, because he was a big psyker. And ever since, because of his youth, with the whole, the psyker problems with the Nurgle worshipper necromancers, yeah, he spoke out heavily against them. And
he's also the reason why the Emperor has to bring the trial of Nicaea to bear.
Yeah, because he was the one who called for it, right?
He basically kept pressuring the Emperor on it.
To do the anti-psyker stuff.
Yeah, we need to get rid of these psychers. They're fucking evil. They're all fucking nuts. And never shut up about it. So eventually the Emperor went, fine, fuck, we'll put it to a vote.
Poor Magnus.
Magnus did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong.
Up to this point.
I love that meme where it's like, Magnus did nothing wrong. Magnus did nothing wrong.
Wrong.
I told you to do nothing, and you did it wrong. I love that.
And obviously, this goes down into the Horus Heresy. So, Mortarion, he obviously never forgave the Emperor for denying his final vengeance. And Horus, a master manipulator, who knew what was in his brother's heart, revealed to Mortarion that he knew the Emperor had dealt with powers of the warp to gain knowledge needed to create the Primarchs. And this is literally all he needed. Like, alright, let's fucking kill him. Let's kill the tyrant. Let's do it. It was almost as easy as Angron, who's like, hey, Angron, do you want to? Yes! Okay.
You don't even know what masking. I don't give a fuck.
Also, I love that joke, I love that one joke that the Desert Texas did. It's like, hey, Horus turned traitor. Fuck, okay, so we lost the world leaders. How else did we lose? Instantly. Okay, so we lost the world leaders. Who else?
Alright, so the world leaders are gone.
I'd like to also make a comment. Once again, as Gilliman, of all my brothers, there's only two I do not regret I will have to kill. You no, not even that. There's only one of you, my brothers, who I will regret having to kill. And it is not you. And all Mortarion is still holding a grudge, brother. All about one little event. Kolf. Kolf. The ambush.
Oh, yeah.
Logar.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Gilliman's still salty.
Logar. Since Rodos.
Logar's Gilliman's favorite quote. If I was stuck in a room and I had 5 bullets, it was Logar, tied down helpless, Mortarion, Fulgrim. Fuck.
Hey,
Angron and Perturabo. I'd fucking shoot Logar 5 fucking times.
Cal, look what I redeemed.
Oh god, faction hate time. Okay. Wow.
Are you ready, folks?
So 5 minutes of faction hate time on Logar.
Okay. here we go about the kitty diddler.
Oh, there it goes. Already started. No one's ever redeemed this, so I wanted to do it.
Logar's a little bitch who has a very bad habit of blaming everybody else for trying to justify why he has to be a bad person at times. He was slow at conquering, slow at learning, and slow getting his dick hard, except by little children. When my daddy finally told him after the 17th time, quit raising colts in my name, you little fucker. Okay, fine. I'll burn one down. Are you getting the fucking hint yet? He then goes and listens to his stepdad, who beat him mercilessly as a child. Apparently, you can beat stupid into somebody. You also can
beat stupid into somebody.
Oh fuck! Don't get.
Get started, Bob. Fuck, keep going.
And eventually,
we got 4 more minutes.
Cadia being the only gateway into the warp at this point, and they go on to what's known as the Dark Pilgrimage. At this point, Logar makes the choice to ruin everything for everyone, sends El Erebus, the other cunt, to Horus's fleet to an attempt to turn the War Master to chaos, and they had to get this long, drawn-out plot to basically get a chaos artifact known as the Anathema to turn Horus. Right? We're still on track, right? He then has to corrupt a governor into a demon to do it. This whole time, eventually, yada bing boom boom, Horus Heresy happens, Cor Pharaon, adopted daddy molester, tries to turn Gilliman, proceeding with the proper response to every time any priest lays their hand on the child and gets his heart punched out. Logar then tries to be big dick energy and tries to take over the fleets from Horus, gets his skin ripped off for the process, mind you.
Oof.
And then told to get out of the fucking party and not tell me the Terra. The rest of the time, he is running from everybody during the scouring like a cowardly little bastard. From Gilman in particular, who is basically following any breadcrumb that he thinks smells like Logar in an attempt to skin him a second time. Yeah, 4 minutes yet. We're still got to keep going.
We got 2 minutes left. I remember them saying that Logar was like really slow at getting all the fucking planets. Like whenever he had to take over worlds, he was slow as fuck.
Yes, because he tried to plant plants. He'd start to try planting child kitty touching plant. Colts on it. I'm having a brain aneurysm. You made me talk about Logar.
Hello, Logar hate.
Time, Logar for the last 10,000 years has been not sitting in a tower like everybody talks about. Oh, the Emperor, he's sitting in there contemplating the knowledge of chaos. He's hiding from Corvus, who has gone full quote the Raven is hunting him.
Oh, so yeah, Corvus is hunting him, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he almost gets his head ripped off by him during the drop site massacre. Who is then saved by everybody's favorite Dark Batman. Oh,
Conrad comes in and saves him?
Yes, Conrad saves Logar. Once again, another thing he did wrong. And also, Magnus saves him at one point. He also did something wrong there.
You did nothing wrong.
He should have done nothing. He should have just let Logar suffer. But no, everybody feels bad for the bald little bastard.
It's been
that guy.
I got 4 minutes. I got one left, technically. At least what I can see.
Okay, here we go. I'll keep going. Apparently, Logar is supposedly taking back control of the Word Bearers, and Gilliman is actually happy about this event, meaning he gets to finally beat Logar into a bloody pulp, quoting that I will even put aside the Emperor's sword so I may kill him multiple times. He made Papa Smurf from the perfect tax collector into what, and I quote, I would have assumed he was Angrod in blue armor.
Damn, that's some Logar hate right there.
There you go. That's been time, Bob.
And time.
I need to get some aspirin. Anytime I talk to Logar, I gotta get a fucking.
So what are you gonna do for the Word Bearers episode?
You're gonna hear a lot of fuck Logar. We'll leave it at that.
Is that the one you're hating? You're not looking forward to, Bob?
Yeah, no, I'm not looking forward to that one. It's funny enough. One last tangent. It was looking more and more like originally the Ward Bearers were going to be the Emperor's Praetorians.
Oof.
Their original title was the Heralds of the Emperor's Heralds,
Ooh, excuse me.
or the Imperial Heralds.
Ooh.
Well, after that,
Fucking city doors.
let's go back to this. So obviously, the horse heresy. Mortarion was turned, and so
Got
what
his
was
ass
going
kicked by
on?
Jagatai.
And then all that jack stuff. But what we really do want to get to about is I did forget about one person. Cypher's Typhon. Cypher Typhon. So Cypher Typhon was actually someone who well, God, we're talking about Logar now. It went to my fucking mind. Was actually someone he saved the Mortarion saved on Barbarous, and he was risen up to be his first captain. Typhon though was a psyker, and him and Mortarion were very close, and he obviously always tried to keep his psychic powers hidden from Mortarion. Although one day he started hearing a very wet, gurgly voice.
Ooh.
Yes, that voice.
Someone asking him to start. It's like, hey, I'm your friendly neighborhood grandpa. Take a guess who that was.
Good old Nergs.
Good old Nergs. So, Typhon actually was corrupted very early on in the heresy, and he just became a full-on Nurgle follower.
So he just straight up just like said, "Yes, take me."
Sort of, yeah. He got corrupted very easily. Probably was promised power. No obvious stuff.
You're also forgetting about to talk about the greatest of the world, Death Guard. If you don't get to him, I'll say some words.
I know him, but I just don't know enough about him. So, I was pretty sure I'll just leave it to you if you want to talk about him.
Fuck yeah, we'll talk about Nathaniel.
Or we can talk about him tomorrow because I don't have time to talk about Death Guard today. We'll probably just talk about the actual Death Guard tomorrow, next time. Not tomorrow, next Monday.
So this is mainly just Mortarion and
Mortarion.
key characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
he's doing him justice. He's not like me.
Yeah, I said
It's one of his factions he likes. So
yeah, this is one of my factions. Like when we did AdMech, I was so excited. So Typhon actually did something very sneaky. The grandfather wanted Mortarion. So Typhon then went to his navigators while they're in the warp and killed them all, saying that they were traitors, that they were actually following the Emperor. And Mortarion bought this.
Like an idiot.
Yes, because he hated psychers. And then they're like, well, how are we going to get there? And he's like, Typhon's like, trust me, I'm a psyker. I know I may have hit to you, but I'm a psyker. I can lead us to where we need to go. Mortarion,
and my loyalty is without question.
What'd you say, Bob?
And my loyalty is without question, right, Dad?
Yeah, like, oh, you trust me, right? He's like, fine, all right.
I don't like how you hid being a psyker.
And then Typhon then led them.
Have I ever lied to you?
Yeah, he led them straight into Nurgle's trap. Right into a warp storm. And there is where the horribleness began. This is sort of the reason why I can sort of sympathize with Mortarion. Sort of.
Sort of.
He unleashed the Destroyer upon them.
Yeah, he unleashed the Destroyer virus. So the Destroyer virus can affect even Mortarion. It's a disease that literally causes you to...
Actually, I hate to spoil it for you, Alan. The Primarch was actually immune to the Destroyer virus. It was everybody else who wasn't.
Hey, how's it going, Browning's Bros? Did I say that right? Thank you for the follow.
Oh, why do I not have a thing? Oh, there it is. Browsering
Mortarion was a
browser.
farmer.
Well, thank you for the follow.
I apologize. I fucked that up horribly.
Browsing browser.
Mortarion was a farmer. Grandfather had a garden. It's all coming together.
Alan, that's another follow.
I know. We're
He's
70,
coming
more
for.
motherfucker.
He's coming for you.
I don't know.
Crazy be around that corner.
You're not the first, and you won't be the last. Well, that made me somewhat better. Thank you. So I thought he didn't get affected by the Destroyer virus, though.
It's affecting him. It would put him in an insane amount of pain, but Mortarion could endure it.
His sons, though, he was watching them
Rot.
literally rotting to death and coming back to life just to rot again, over and over again.
Smell of Tesseract Libirth in the morning.
You see, I promised him a grade A toaster. He said he'll let me out early.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, Trayson, I have a first edition Calgar model for you.
I will give you. I found this, and you will not believe it. I found Gilliman's Euphraim body pillow. I will give it to you.
Trayson, I found the source of that one-eyed fuck's greatest pain.
So, anyways, back to the story. So yeah, he was watching his. Literally, it went from ship to ship, and every one of his sons was affected with the Destroyer virus. It was to the point though that even if they tried to kill themselves, the Destroyer virus just rot the knife as it goes to try and stab themselves.
Oof.
And they felt it over and over and over again. And Mortarion was forced to watch all of this as every single one of his sons were just begging for death. So, and then he himself was feeling the pain of all of his entire body rotting, but it wouldn't rot. He just felt like it was. Because it was literally as he was rotting, his body was regenerating itself.
The perks of being a Primarch.
Yeah, technically the curse. Until finally the pain and watching the anguish of his sons, he finally said, "Release my sons from this pain, and I will serve you to Nurgle." Thus, the Death Guard were no more, and they became the Chaos Death Guard. And also, it was a big shock when they finally arrived at Terra, and next thing you know, a bunch of fucking demon people showing up. They're very smelly.
That's gotta be a pretty big shock when you saw them like one thing and then all of a sudden they instantly changed to another.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Freak Show.
How's it going, Gee? And thus leads to the Siege of Terra. So Mortarion his troops were pretty much the vanguard of almost every assault because they were very tanky, and now even with the blessings of Nurgle, they were even more tanky because they no longer felt pain at all. And a lot of times, if you damage one of them, oh, my arm's cut off. Oh, look at that, I now have a tentacle. That sort of thing going on a lot too. And so they were just constantly attacking. And also this is where Perturabo got very salty because Mortarion was given command of the siege?
No, he was given the Vanguard first. And then after the fail of the Saturnine Gambit, demon-possessed Horus told Perturabo that his men and him would be put under the command of Mortarion. And the quote, Perturabo, no, I won't.
Just straight up left.
He turned around and walked out. And when Demon Horse stood up and went, "You dare to think to turn your back on me?" Perturabo did what the Sigma male Perturabo does. He brandished the hammer and said, "Would you like a taste of it as well, brother?"
This is why I think at Perturabo, like if I do have to get a second cast army, I'm definitely getting Iron Warriors. Oh, I love that beam. Fucking Titan! And this, just a fucking skeleton being burned.
Dead.
So, and then, obviously, then he started leading the assaults. Emperor goes on the thing, kills Horus, he's badly damaged. And Mortarion was like, well, shit. And he noped out with his fleet.
And he
Death
noped
Guard-
out.
Death Guard actually, believe it or not, out of all the Traitor Legions, have the largest fleet.
Death Guard's got the largest?
Right, Bob?
Yes, actually, the Plague Fleet is the largest.
Hmm.
Yep. So because when they left, they say they still had a good chunk of their fleet, mainly because when they went right to the warp, and then Papa Nurgle's like, "Ah, my grandchildren, here you go, boom,
Yoink.
there you go, there's your world."
Here you are.
So they actually do. Yeah, they have the largest fleet, so that's why a lot of times you see the Black Crusades, the Plague. That's why they always try to get the fucking Plague Marines because like I said, they have the fucking huge ass fleet.
Nope, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. The three largest fleets are the Black Legion, if I'm going off memory, or the Black Legion. It's then the Plague Fleet, and then it's the Corsairs.
Okay, so I thought they were the large. I think they're almost on the size of the Black Legion fleet, right?
Black Fleet is massive.
The largest fleet that cannot be tracked down because you cannot smell them in the void.
Also, their fleets are very like hideous looking because it literally looks like a goddamn cancer growth in space.
Fun.
See if I can find some. Cause you need to see this, like how horrifying this looks. You go good old Google. But yeah, then they left, and then so the big old they left. Were brought into the warp, and there's also a given their own world. I can't remember the name of their world. What was it?
Pestilence?
What's called? It's just called Pestilence. I thought it was something
Oh,
else.
fuck no. I'm just guessing. Covidus?
Sounds about right.
So I don't remember the name, but yeah, Mortarion was given his own demon world to rule, and he made it into a shadow of Barbarous, where he resides on the tallest peak of pestilent clouds, and in the bottom of the where the plains and the valleys are festering swamps where the slaves work. And him and his Death Guard go down to torture and make slaves of all the people. And they also revel in the hypocrisy. And that's where Mortarion is been for a while, until recently.
I was like, isn't there
After
like
the
some new
Servatus
news or something? He's supposed like something that just recently happened with him.
Yep. When the Maledictum reached the galaxy, Mortarion was let loose. And the first thing he did was he attacked the fucking Ultramarines, which I
Yes.
love.
Because he too realized, he wanted all that smoke.
Death Guard ship. Brother, use the teleportarium. Yes! Not this door. That's the toilet. Oh! The smell was pleasant there. Oh, Death Guard. The good old stinky boys.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna put this in the general.
Found something
This
interesting?
is Typhus's flagship.
That would be the Terminus Est.
It's
Now, I take it Typhus and
Mortarion
Mortarion
do not like each other.
are
no.
not on good terms?
No. Also, mainly because Mortarion has been on the home world, has been on his world. Well, Typhus is just like, we need to go out and like plague. Oh, because when Typhus was eagerly accepted his gifts, he was actually given what's known as the host of the Destroyer Hive. You know that plague that affected all of Mortarion's sons? Yeah, he has that all inside of him.
So he can just let that go whenever he wants.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally the big things on his back. Like, here, I'll find a picture of Typhus for those of you who don't know. But he literally has like cartilage on his back that leads to where the Destroyer Hive is, which are like pretty much like flies, and when they bite you, it makes it gives you the gives you the Destroyer virus.
That's fun.
All right, let's save it. Go. Need to get my fucking computer working again. This is bullshit.
Terminus S got, if I remember good, some sick rules in the Battlefield Gothic game.
Yeah, you run into the Terminus Est in that, don't you?
I'm not entirely too sure. But yeah, that's a picture of Typhus, by the way, in general. So the big like stacks where like the poison fog is coming out. Yeah, that leads into his back where all those flies are. That's where they nest. And in battle, they go out, bite somebody, and then they literally just give them the destroyer virus. It's also why
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
We hear ya. Yeah, you said something about the game you run into the.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's
Elite?
just you run into Terminus X, and I'm like, I'm not entirely too sure. Oh, I think he can't hear us.
I'm not positive.
Well, so yeah, even in the tabletop, if you're nearby Typhus, you actually, for every turn you're next to him, you take a mortal wound.
That's why it's fun to kill him quickly.
Oh, that's also why you got to give him like a fucking group of bodyguards. Because he also has a special rule that he can take a place of a Terminator. So,
Wasn't it my sisters versus you playing Death Guard? That was one of the things we did on Tabletop Simulator. And it was literally just Vol versus Typhus, like at the end, or
yes.
close to. Like Vol was my last sister with like a couple characters, and you had like Typhus with like a couple Terminators.
Yep, and that's where we had to end it because.
And like some Death Guard, like some regular old like Chaos Space from Death Guard.
Yeah, because that was my left flanking assault. They completely cut through all your fucking sisters.
Yeah, you destroyed them. The only thing that held up was Vol. Vol was all by herself, taking out, just swiping down cultists left and right.
Cultists in a building, just firing down.
And she went up
And
there
then
and just looked at her lance and was like, nah, and swipe.
And then next thing you know, they're playing fucking Typhus, and it was the battle for the fucking ages.
Yeah, then that was shit going down.
I would have tabled you too. I would have, but the time ran out.
We ran out. We were on the last round.
Yeah, it's like Typhus and like my three, like I had 3 Plague Marines and Typhus. Oh no, it wasn't even Typhus. I didn't have enough points. It was just a regular old warlord.
In
Well, he had,
Warhammer
like,
Fantasy
he had-
Battle the Nurgle guys, you got Cloud of Flies. It was a -1 to hit because it was literally a cloud of flies. Didn't
that's
they
one
get
of the
something like
rules you
that
get.
in 40k also?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
there's-
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
Cloud
also
of
it's like
Flies.
-1 to hit because you're shooting through fucking flies.
Yeah, it's actually a it's actually your smoke screen.
God damn, that's a lot of fucking bugs.
All right, so yeah, but that's pretty much it. Mortarion and Death Guard. Well, oh yeah.
We're
what
not
was
going
that?
to talk about the incident.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I forgot. Yeah. So Mortarion, yeah, he decided to lead his armies and assaulted Ultramar, of all things.
Are you not trying to talk about Armageddon?
Armageddon? No, not entirely.
You know, when Calgar Drago carved his heart into poor Mortarion's, carved his name to Mortarion's heart?
Oh yeah, that's because he killed the chapter master, and then Calgar
No.
was like, no.
He killed a Space Marine chapter master, and Calgar Drago basically went, "Fuck it, I want all the smoke." And
I forgot about that, honestly. I would say I was going more about the current thing with him attacking Ultramar, the Plague Wars. Go to a little rough history over that because I think we only got about like a couple more minutes
shame.
because we're going on to an hour and a half.
Wimp.
So I don't want to be you and the goddamn Ultramarines.
Coward.
So the Plague Wars, the current Plague Wars, which has actually been going on recently, is Mortarion has led the Death Guard and the Nurglings into attacking Ultramar, and he almost killed Guilliman.
Well, if we want to get technical, he did kill Guilliman.
Okay, yeah, he did kill Guilliman, but then the Emperor pulled an Uno reverse card.
If you want to take certain details of it, you could say Guilliman planned it from the beginning.
Nah, I don't think that was planned.
If you read the first part of the book, it seems like Guilliman's like, "Oh, so we're gonna end up in the Plague Garden if I die, huh?" Huh. I didn't say Guilliman planned that shit.
So yeah, he actually so he killed Guilliman. Then the Ems was like, "Sup, bitch."
Basically, they started dragging Ispandor and all of Ultramar into the Garden of Nurgle. And then Ems took control of Guilliman's body.
And they
can you
just turned
guess
around and fucking nuked the garden.
can you guess what Mortarion's words were? Father? and hear that voice a child makes when he knows he's done some unforgivable crime.
Like, I done goof. Yeah, and then he nuked half the garden, and Grampy was not happy.
Quote the good old emperor, one day I might be able to save you. Maybe save all of you, but for now you must return to the master you chose, Mortarion. Grandfather, forgive me! And yanked into the black ments.
AKA Grampy grabbed him and gave him one hell of a fucking spanking.
And lit half the garden on fire. He put a permanent wound in the garden of Nurgle.
Damn.
But that's all we know about Mortarion now. And that is the episode. Any questions, thoughts, concerns?
Lessons.
What did we learn? D3 mortal wounds. And the garden still tries to grow back after that.
It fails to do so.
Sounds like it's not working out too well because I heard the word try in there.
Well, that hole. I didn't even realize that. Oh, we actually have 11 followers. That's actually the highest we've ever gotten. Hello, everybody.
Hello, all, and welcome to the Art of Lore Show.
Welcome to the tangent place.
Yes, tangents. We take a half-hour show and turn it into 2 hours.
Because we can't shut up and focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
What was
tends
that?
to
Kyle's
happen.
almost done with his model there.
I'm getting close.
That's why we do it. We got to give Kyle time.
Oh, so well, that's all I have. Anything else, guys?
No, I think that's pretty well it. I just remember there's something recently happened with him, and that kind of covers that. No, he mostly just sits on his homeworld, doesn't do much. I have a model of Mortarion sitting on the shelf over here. I have his mini.
That Jerry gave me.
Yeah, I have it here. Alan leaves it here with the collection.
Because I don't trust myself.
Afraid something's going to happen to it. Yeah, just about got the player. I'm not excited to do, or the leader. I'm not excited to do the rest of them, because that's when the checkerboard's going to come in, and I'm not excited for that one. So, the next couple Mondays, if you guys don't want to see horrible painting, don't stop by. Because I've been slowly been worried about doing this army because of the whole checkerboard thing, and like, oh man, I really don't want to get into that. But that's what Bao wanted. He wanted Harlequins for some ungodly known reason. So, do we want to do a raid?
Yeah, we can raid somebody. Don't know who to raid.
Well, I will find out. You guys keep talking. I find out for raid. Try sponge technique for checkers. Yeah, I was thinking about... I have a brush that's a square cut brush, and it's pretty small. So I wonder if I can use that to get the square, and then just use my smaller brush to kind of get the little highlights and emblems that will be in the checker. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Haven't gotten that far, though, yet. To see if I'll figure that out when I actually get to doing them. Haven't gotten that far yet.
Got a guy here playing Darktide. If anyone wants to watch that. Oh, he's doing a dark stream too.
We got the Gamer Dad and Sir Davicus are on. Two of the guys we have.
What?
Or use Orky transfers. We got two of our people on that we follow are on. They're painting.
I looked around. I didn't see anybody on, so I was like, oh, maybe I can find somebody. Well, Kyle, looks like they might have fixed Psychers, by the way.
I hope so. My Psycher's been broken. I can't use him.
Sad
All
day,
right,
Kyle. It's a
here we go.
Psycher.
We're going to start this up here. Bam. So we are going to raid over to Gamer Dad NC. He's working on something. I'm not exactly sure what. But, anyways, that's been the Art of Lore show. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah, been about it. Screamwa.
Yeah, Screamwa.
Everyone have a good one, guys.
I think there's another option though.
What's the other? Oh, yeah, you're Exterminatus.
In fealty of the God Emperor, our undying Lord, and by the grace of the Golden Throne,
I declare holy exterminatus.
I declare Exterminatus.
His intro was just about to get it. But that has been the Art of Lore show. That was our Mortarion episode. Come back next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be on again. Every once in a while, we might have some random game streams, some random Paint Jill streams, so on and so forth. But every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we are here to do lore. Unless something happens and we have to play a game or something. But no, and with that, I wish everybody adieu. I hope you all have a good night, and thanks for stopping by.
Hi, y'all.